Welcome to JsGrassFedGarden. It is October, what am I saying? It's November 18th and it's Friday. And it's like 36 degrees right now. And this is how does what survived from the snow. So let's get into it. Here comes the sun. That's what I'm talking about. So, real quick, there was a strawberry bed over there. We'll go look at it. But I removed all the strawberry plants just a few days before the snow came. So right here is some oregano. But if you keep on going down, right there is some clover that I replanted. It's good for the bees. But right after that is all the strawberry plants. There's about 5 or 6 there, and then about another 10 in this next row, and then about another 10 in this next row. So strawberry bed production. But before I planted the strawberries, I planted that soft neck garlic. So 3 beds intercropped already going into the spring. That's a pretty cool thing. And it seems like some deer got a hold of my tot soy because the fence was knocked over when I came in, so they're just looking for any fresh greens at this point going into the winter time, but that's okay. I'm happy to have it here for the deer. Looks like they ripped one out of the ground right there, and that's a deer hoof right there. So yeah, so the tot soy would have been doing good. But that's okay. And then, yeah, the tunnels survived. It wasn't that much snow. It was like an inch, maybe 2 up here. And they're already all kind of melted. But it didn't melt on this. It did not melt on this east side. So I was thinking about, might just do this right here. Oh. There you go. Yeah, we gotta get this. That's an ice chunk now. Oh. See, the snow will keep it insulated, but yeah, it's fucking frozen. Oh. It's frozen on there. So ideally, I should have gotten up here sooner before it froze on there, because now it's just on there. The thing is I just don't want this to rip. You can see like the greens are right there. They're but the snow also, I probably just said the snow acts as an insulator, so I may just want to keep it on there, but I also, like I said, don't want it to rip and cave in. Like that thing is and went a little forward, but that's okay. We'll hopefully it'll melt. I don't know, it's fine-tuning what's going on, but the plants are alive in there, and that's what's most important. So yeah, looking forward to that. But it's crazy because I planted this spinach right here in the first week of October. That was the last leaf day planting before it got like we go below our 4 hours or our 10 hours of daylight in November 6th. So really you want to get your last plantings in by the middle of September to the 3rd week or 4th week in September, the latest. But if you go to the 1st week of October, this is how much growth the spinach has put on. But it's quite amazing because we've getting down into the 20s now, and it just seems like after we got the snow, the spinach just popped up and is thriving. So hopefully this survives the entire winter and we'll just have some fresh spinach in the springtime. The lettuce, it's still, you know, it's hanging in there. Lettuce is doing alright. Some bok choy doing alright. The cilantro, also very cold hardy. And a nice patch of cilantro that I left. So overall, we still got some fresh greens outside of the low tunnels. And this right here is some mash, very cold hardy. It's said to be able to survive anything and just thrive through the winter cold temperatures. So looking forward to see how that does. And I also have some Claytonia over there. Let's go take a look at it. It's not looking like it did too well. A little droopy. All that small. Behind it is the Mizuna, but all that is the Claytonia. It's looking alright. And I planted some of the Claytonia in the high tunnel and the mosh in this high tunnel before I put it up in the leaf day week in the beginning of November. So hopefully those germinate in there and they will grow very slowly through the winter time, and there will be more fresh greens at a younger stage along with the ones that will be at a mature stage with inside the tunnels. It's all about the planting times, and right before the temperatures really locked up, I dug out all the mulch that I've been putting in the pathways and flipped it onto the beds. So now, as we get more rains and more waters through the wintertime, these will act like swales. Just gain the most water possible through the wintertime and the wet season. And then they can be refilled with mulch in the springtime to fill back up the pathways and just keep that rotation of scooping them out, putting them on the beds, building up the beds, and then you get the idea. Some more spinach planting. Spinach, really cold hardy. And then, what did I want to show over here? So this was the strawberry bed that I was talking about. So you could see there's still a whole bunch of strawberries right here that I may just leave here, or I'll relocate to another bed, because this is the north side, and I think that the strawberries are going to do way better on the south side, be a little bit more productive. And I also just was like making more pathways, and so I dug this out, flipped it over, and then this wasn't, you weren't able to walk through here, so I dug all this out, flipped it on. So now this is a nice connected pathway, really working out the nice flow of the garden. And now this bed is raised up a lot. And so my thoughts are for the winter or the springtime, these are all the Jerusalem artichokes, and they multiply every year. They're a sunflower, and they also have an edible tuber. So I'm thinking about moving these back to this grass row right here, because that's where they were planted looked like in the spring. So I've transformed this ground now and made it into a workable bed. So moving the Jerusalem artichokes back to the grass line now gives me from here all the way to here back for potato and sweet potato production. So I had that aha moment the other day and thought it would be good to document and share for the upcoming months. I don't think I'm going to forget it, but just to show in advance time what the the plans are for the spring. So I'm really happy with that aha moment, and I think it's going to increase my potato production tenfold, along with expanding the garden a little bit more to the fence line and using the most amount of space possible. So overall, the mustard greens, they didn't do too well, but everything else did. So one love wholeness. We'll see you